Ako si Mark Joshua de la Cruz. Isa akong normal high school student. Matataas naman grades ko, maganda performance ko. Pero, napagtaka naman sa iba kung paano kasi hindi daw ako nakikinig sa klase. Parang may tinatago daw akong kapangyarihan. Paano kung meron nga? And ganito na makukuha yung sagot sa Hyperbola. Naintindihan niyo yung lesson? May mga tanong kayo? Mark, ikaw, may tanong ka? Wala po. Sure ka wala kang tanong? Mukhang di ka nakikinig dyan ah. Sige nga, lapit ka sa board. May papasagot ako sa'yo. Dali. Ano, di ka nakinig na? Di mo lang alam. Oo nga, di ako nakinig. At alam kong alam mo yun. Pero, di mo ako mapapahiya. Di mo alam kung anong kakayahan ko. Ano tinitingnan mo dyan? Sa board. Kaya kong i-perfect lahat na ipapagawa mo sa akin. Dahil dito sa kapangyarihan ko. Kung alam mo lang talaga. Oy, wait lang. Kalimutan ko tanggalin ito. Nakinig ka naman, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, di mo kailangan to. Ngayon, pakita mo sa akin ang kapangyarihan mo. Yung notes niya. Time na ata. Time stop! Oo, kaya kong pigilan ng oras willingly. Kaso meron lang ako 1 minuto. Ang kailangan ko lang gawin ngayon, pag-aralan na mabuti lahat ng mga notes. Mukhang maikli lang ang 1 minuto pero lahat ng matututunan ko sa loob nito, mariretain sa isip ko. Okay, sapat na ata to. Masasagot ko na lahat ng tanong niya. At gagalaw na ulit ang oras. Okay, first question. What is the standard form of the hyperbola if the center is at the origin? That would be x squared over a squared minus y squared over b squared is equal to 1. But what if the center is not at the origin? Then that would be x minus h squared over a squared minus y minus k squared over b squared is equal to 1. And also, x and y can be interchangeable and it can affect which way the hyperbola opens, though the a and b positions remain the same. If the x is first, then the hyperbola opens to the left and right. If otherwise, it will open up and down. A marks the distance between the center of the vertex, while C, which is marked by the yellow line, covers the distance from the center to the focus. Alright, then how would you solve this simple equation? First, I'll write down all the given variables starting with a and b. A squared is 4, so a is the square root of that, which is 2. B squared is 9, so b is 3. The center is at the origin, 0, 0. Next, I'll graph it. Since a is associated with x and b is with y, I'll go 2 units horizontally then 3 vertically. Then I'll draw a broken lined rectangle to mark it. Then I'll draw the asymptotes like this. Since x was the first variable, this graph will open horizontally like this. Next, I'll look for the coordinates for the vertices and the foci. The vertex is where the curve opens up, and which is in 2, 0. And to locate the foci, I need to find out the number of c first using this familiar formula. Since 13 doesn't have a root, it means that this is the answer. But it doesn't end there, I still have to find the value of the asymptotes, and this is the formula for it. It can either be a over b or b over a depending on the slope, which is rise over the run. Remember which a and b associates with. If you do, then the answer will be simple. The asymptotes are in y is equal to positive and negative 3 over 2x. Wow, okay. Okay. Pero hindi pa tayo tapos. Now, derive this general form to the standard form. Gagamitin ko yung completing the square method. First, I'll gather the like terms like this, leaving spaces like so, then move 63 to the other side. Factor y and x, then square root the second terms and square them and add them to the blank spaces. Then add them to the other side by multiplying them to the numbers outside the parentheses. Factor them again by taking the root of the first and last terms like so. Remember, the equation should be equal to 1, so divide both sides by 36, then you got your standard form. Okay, ngayon, isolve mo. I'll gather the given again. Yung C pareho lang sa kanina. Then, I'll graph. The center is at 3, 1 this time, and since A is associated with Y and B is with X, you can expect that it will open up and down this time. The focus formula changes to h, k plus and minus c, wherein c is associated with k, which is y since it opens upwards. The foci becomes 3, 1, plus and minus square root of 13, and the vertices are located at 3, 3 and 3, negative 1. For the asymptotes, the formula becomes y minus k is equal to a over b, because the rise is now the a which is associated with y, times the quantity of x minus h. Substitute the variables, then you get the asymptotes. Wow, nasagot mo lahat ng tama. Alam ko ginawa mo. Okay, class. At least tayo mamaya.